my channel. It's Papí here, and yeah, we're gonna be doing a reading today for this super full moon in Aries. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Yeah, so we got a super full moon in Aries. Y'all know I'm gonna be doing my collective readings whenever we have big shift events. I'll be doing another one in a few days for the transition into Scorpio season to see what Scorpio season is bringing about. But yeah, we'll do this collective reading for this full moon, see what this Aries energy is bringing, what we're going to be experiencing, what some of us may be going through. And yeah, we're just going to flow today. I'm not really going to do it on the signs, anything like that. I'm just going to see what comes up collectively for everyone, probably even myself. So yeah, and before we get into it, again, as usual, let's just take a couple breaths, get our energy right, get our energy clear. Let's just open up this channel and be receptive to the messages of spirit. Go ahead and take a deep breath, inhale. Let's go ahead and exhale nice and slowly. Let's take a deep breath, inhale. Let's exhale. Let's let go of all our thoughts, worries. Big breath, inhale. Feel the belly, the chest, the throat. Let's exhale, let go of tension and stress in the body. Let's do one more. Biggest breath you could take in. Slowly let it all go. Claim it so. All right. First of all, happy spooky season. I'm so here for it. I'm trying to feel with the vibes. So I'm just excited. I had my pumpkin pancakes this morning. So delicious, so bomb. I don't know, you can make your own pumpkin spice at home. So I tried it. Pretty good. I might tweak the recipe. I'm gonna be playing with that for the rest of the month. But yeah, that's just a quick little update. And real quick before we get into it, just super full moon in Aries. What is it? What does it mean? Super moon, it is gonna be in its closest orbit, again elliptical to the earth. This from my understanding, this is gonna be the biggest full moon of the year, so this is probably gonna look the biggest out of all the full moons. And I feel like we've had quite a few super moons this year, but this one's gonna look the biggest as far as just size, closeness, and intensity for this energy. Speaking of intensity, it's in Aries. And if you are in Aries, if you know an Aries, if you've been around Aries, they intense. They are very intense. They are wild. They are chaotic. They a lot. They a lot. They're fun. They're great. I love them. I've known many Aries, and you know, I have a lot of Aries placements myself. I'm a Pisces, but I have a lot of Aries placements. I have an Aries stellium, so I very much resonate with the Aries energy and how that works and how that is. So yes, Aries energy. And again, this full moon, again, full moons are all about releasing, letting go, introspection, reflection. You can manifest. You could totally manifest if you know how to work with the lunar energy, if you're not new to the game, you know, if you've been working with it. But this new moon, sorry, I keep saying new moon. This full moon is for releasing everything that's holding us back from really going for our goals, going for our vision, going for everything that we want to achieve in life. And so it's about reflecting on where we just don't have that fire energy. You know, Aries is the first sign. It gets things going, it gets things started, and it gets it done. It gets it done. It has that fire energy. And I've been feeling this. Yesterday I was in such a mood to like, I want to do so much work and I want to get it done. But Spirit was just like, no, you're not going to work right now. You're going to just be. But I had all this energy and momentum. It was just like, but I have this energy right now. Like, let me like do this. Let me do that. I want to like get it all done. Like I have this energy to complete it. Let me do it. And Spirit was like, no, you're going to burn yourself out. And that's the thing to look out for during this full moon is burnout. Do not be so overworked and do not be in such an overdrive that you burn yourself out right now, because again, the energy and intensity is high because we are in a full moon. It is a super moon, so we are feeling all of these emotions, all these energies at a much higher and more intense level, more chaotic level, because it is in Aries. Again, Aries is a fire sign, and it is the first sign. It is a cardinal sign. So it is about taking action, getting things done. But right now we're about focusing, releasing where we're either hindering ourselves from taking more proactive, more intentional action, or where we are just lacking that fire energy, where we're just lacking that drive, or we're just lacking that motivation and that courage and that determination to just be like, I'm gonna get this done, I'm gonna do this, and we about it, let's get it going, you know? And from my understanding too, this is also a grand cross. So basically all 4 cardinal signs, which is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, those are the 4 cardinal signs, are all crossing each other, squaring each other. This is a little bit out of my scope of astrology. This is just from what I've been gathering on my own research, and just from watching other YouTubers and watching and like Instagram posts and stuff like that. But again, I'm very much about just taking information and resharing it and trying to make it more simplified, because I know it could be a lot for people. Sometimes when I'm even taking information, I'm like, okay, this is a lot to process, this is a lot to integrate. How can I share it? Again, I'm a rising Sag, so my my chart is basically like taking information and reshare it in a way that it's simplified. So Grand Cross, basically, again, we are in Libra season, so the sun is in Libra, the moon is in Aries. Again, typically it's always gonna be like that. So whatever season we're in, the full moon will always be kind of the sister or opposite sign of whatever season. So since we're Libra season, it makes sense that the full moon will be in Aries. Where if we go back to March, when we were in Aries season, the full moon was in Libra, and that was when we had an eclipse. So yeah, and we just had the new moon in Libra eclipse. So a lot of energy is going on. But from my understanding too, I believe it was Mars. Mars is in Cancer right now, which is an interesting combo. And then Pluto is in Capricorn. So there's a lot of reflection and energy and death and rebirth and transformation around how we're just taking action, how are actions going, how to tap into our empathy, and how to reflect on, again, where we're just either lacking that fire or we're too much in that fire. So we're trying to find that balance. And again, Libra season, we're trying to find the balance of where we're lacking fire, we're in too much fire, and how to have a very proactive, conscious, and intentional path of moving forward and getting it done and just doing it. So you know how it goes. But that's just a little bit about this full moon. Again, I'm not really too deep in, like, I love astrology, I'm not too deep, so I can't really share more than what I already kind of have gathered myself. But just want to share that with you for those of you who just may not know. Or, you know, I always encourage you to go, you know, watch other YouTubers who are more in-depth in astrology. You know, go get an astrology reading, go do things like that if you want to know more about it and go more in-depth. I usually just take in enough to like my own personal knowledge and see how it's affecting me and myself, because that's just how I work with astrology. But anyways, let's get into this reading. Let's see what's going on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Like and comment, share. If you feel called to make a donation, you should do that right here. And yeah, so let's get into it. And again, we're calm, cool, and collected. Let's open the channel to Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, ancestors of the highest vibration. Thank you, highest guiding angels. Thank you, highest guiding spirit guides. We are here, we are open, and we call upon thee for a clear, concise reading, accurate reading. Let's see what's going on with the consciousness. Let's see what's going on with the collective. What is this full moon bringing out? What is this full moon revealing? What is this full moon all about releasing? We got a couple cards, so there's a lot going on right here. This isn't really for any specific per se sign. We're just going with the flow today. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I'm just gonna keep going till I feel like Spirit's like, okay, we're done. Alrighty. Trials and tribulations. Okay. So first we got the 29 card changes, if you can see that. What goes around comes around. Don't forget what you said and done. So a lot of what could be revealed right now is a lot of you just have not been careful with what you've been saying. A lot of you have maybe created karmic debt by just speaking out a bit too much, not being intentional with your words, or maybe just speaking a little too not consciously and carefully, and you're just You're sending out that energy. You're sending out those vibrations. You're telling the universe and spirit, so and so did this, so and so did that. Karma's gonna be coming back around right now. So if you've been careful with what you've been saying, if you've been intentional with what you've been saying, if you've been speaking out with that intention, you may be receiving that good karma. If you've been just bad mouthing, hating, and just not in the good vibes, you're gonna start to see that, and people are probably gonna start to see that, you know, you've just been bad mouthing. This could also, what I'm feeling with this too is gossip. So either if people have been gossiping about you or just bad mouthing you and things like that, that's gonna start to come up and reveal and be shown and seen. So pay attention to who and what is going on around you and how that's transmuting into your life. And if people are gossiping about you, blow away, don't care. I just learned that clove is a good herb to burn for gossip. I've been working with my clove like these past few days, so I was actually pretty aligned. I've actually been working with clove a lot these past few weeks, but that it makes sense. So clove is a good herb for that. But changes, there's gonna be changes in the dynamic of how we speak, what we're speaking, who we're speaking about, and if people are speaking about us. So just be wary of that. Again, these are trials and tribulations, so don't be so worked up about it. And if it comes to a point where you feel like you need to speak up because someone is gossiping, right? Speak up. Speak up, say it, don't hold back. Be kind. Kill them with kindness. But don't what's the word? Don't close yourself off and don't be timid, because some people they need to hear it. And right now is the full moon in Aries. Aries love to get chaotic. If you know Aries, they like to fight. So try it. And then we got New Day, number 11. It's a new day, so why don't you smile? There's a lot of transformation going on right now in the way you're connecting with yourself, the way you're connecting with your safety, with your security, with your stability, and the way that you are becoming more grounded, not only in life but in your body. You're really learning to become grounded in your body, to understand like how your body works and how your body moves and what your body needs. That's what's really coming out right now. And what's really being revealed is what your body's needing. So I'm hearing pain. So a lot of you may be experiencing like joint pain, muscle pain, soreness, things like that. So if you're experiencing any type of physical pain, listen to your body, because that's gonna help you ground into your body so you can be more present. Be like, okay, you know what? My back is hurting, my shoulder is hurting, my knee is hurting, my hand is cramping. Listen to those signs, because that's trying to tell you to come out of your head and be present. Focus on the body. So a lot of you are need to start focusing on the body and listen to the cues that your body is giving you right now. And that's going to bring about great transformation, because one, it's going to help you get more grounded, it's going to help you become more present, and it's going to help you be more aware. And when you become more aware of your body, you become more aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and everything else around you, you're going to be a lot more better. And again, it's a new day. Why aren't you smiling? Rise up, rise out, be shining, be bright. You know, it is a little overcast today, it is a little gloomy. I'm kind of liking it. It's cool, cute, collected. I'm in my sweater, you know. I believe it's the championship right now for the Dodgers. I'm not sure. It's like, this is the only sweater I have, so I threw it on. I'm not a big sports person like that, but you know, I am from LA, so I do rep the Dodgers. I did go to games growing up, but it is a new day, and allow yourself to be seen right now. Allow yourself to be expressed. For those of you who aren't experiencing the pain or who don't need to listen to the body, the other side of this new day is a lot of you are really just starting to come out and shine bright and really just be seen and really be heard and really be expressing your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings genuinely, kindly, beautifully, to where it's really well received, and you're not just over here, you know, throwing curses at everyone. So just be careful of that and be wary of that. So it is a new day, and again, you know, it's cool. There's a lot of 11s right here, because the 2 and 9 energy from the changes card, I don't know if you can see that. That equals an 11, and then we got the 11 card right here. 11s are about it. 11, manifestation. We are in a manifestation energy right now. We are in the midst of a great transformation. We're still in the year of the dragon. Magic and transformation, transmutation. Everything is happening right now. So just, it's happening. The year's not over yet. You know, we still are in October. We still have about 2.5 months of the year. A lot's going on. You know, next year's a 9 year. It is going to be crazy and just beautiful in so many ways, but there's a lot of changes happening within and outside of us. So really start to pay attention, because now your manifestations are starting to come true, but we need to clear out that clutter. When's the perfect time to clear out the clutter? the full moon, because we're releasing it. We're releasing the gossip. We're releasing the pain. We're releasing everything that is holding us back. We're releasing anything that is keeping us either in a lower flame, or we're, releasing things that are just overfueling our flame, so we could just be in balance and keep a neutral flame. Yeah. And then we got forgiveness in the reverse. Actually, the other two were not reversed. So this one, it's a 23, which equals a 5. So there's some changes happening with forgiveness. With this, it's forgiving yourself, really. Forgiveness. You have to forgive the wounds from the feminine. So again, this card has the sun and the moon, but with this, it's really talking about forgiving the feminine wounds. And with that, it's forgiving, I'm hearing mothers, forgiving your mothers, forgiving the mother wound, forgiving that feminine wound, forgiving that matriarchal wound. It is so important to forgive that right now, to release that right now. Some of you may have a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, a lot of animosity towards your mom, your caregiver, your birth giver, whatever matriarchal figure is in your life. It could even be an aunt, it could be a grandma, it could be whatever. This one's actually kind of resonating for me, just with what's going on in life. But the forgiveness of these feminine figures and forgiving them genuinely being like, hey, you know what? You did XYZ to me. I feel these types of way towards you. But why are you still holding on to those emotions? One, because those emotions are lowering your vibration. Period. Those emotions are lowering your vibration. You aren't manifesting the things you want. You aren't creating the things you want. You're having blockages and disruptions. Why? Because you still are holding on to very low vibrational energies that are now within your body, within your emotions, within your auric field. They're creating blockages. They're not fully allowing that connection to bring in and call in and just bring it in. Meditate with the moon. Meditate with the moon. Again, it's gonna be such a powerful, beautiful, and big moon. Meditate. Go sit outside. Go meditate with it. Get a bowl of water. Whatever bowl of water. Place it in a place where you could directly see the moon. Gaze into the reflection of the moon and meditate with it. And ask that the water heals and cleanses and nourishes that feminine energy within you to bring about change, to bring about healing. Connect with Mother Moon. Talk to her. Ask her to take away all these emotions, all this resentment, all these hurts, all these pains, all these feelings. Connect with her, guide with her, dance with her. Oh my gosh, I love dancing with the moon. If you never dance with the moon, you gotta do it. It's just so divine. You could also even pull down the light codes from the moon rays. So as you're sitting up there, check with the moon and then pull down the moon energies and the light codes and just bring them into your heart and bring them into your thing and just bring them in. It's gonna be beautiful. What you can do about that gossip from the changes card. Duality 26, which equals the 8 energy, which is all about balance and abundance. Don't be so black and white. Figure out how to best maneuver this by staying grounded, but really trusting your intuition. Really allow your intuition to lead, and allow your intuition to really kind of be your safeguard, your safety. Allow your intuition to tell you if it's safe enough, if it's just the right way to go about however you're planning on maybe confronting this person who's gossiping about you, or confronting these rumors of gossip, or confronting just anything that has to do with, again, this gossip, this talk, this just bad mouthing, whether it's coming from you or someone else or people around you. It's duality. Don't be so black and white about it. Don't be like, okay, I'm just gonna be passive about it, or like I'm just gonna be attack mode, and again, that's just that energies that are happening right now. That's just kind of what the energies are. It's about finding that middle path, walking that middle path, being in balance and abundance. Okay, how can I stay in abundance of love, in abundance of kindness, in abundance of gratitude? And I can use my intuition to move forward, one, with protection, to know that I'm always going to be protected and that I'm not going to take in or exchange energy with people or places or things that I know aren't just going to benefit me. Because again, you could always address someone who is talking about you. And some people just don't know how to communicate, or some people are just liars, and some people just don't give up. Like, they really don't. So it could be just a waste of breath. Really use your discernment to decide how you want to go about this, what path you're going to walk for this, and if it's just even worth your energy. Because sometimes it's better to just, all right, I'm gonna forgive you from a distance, let bygones be bygones. I pray for you, you keep it, I'll stay over here. I'm gonna be thriving. I'm gonna be in my abundance. Catch you later. That's something to do on how to kind of address these forms of gossip for you. Ooh, what is lacking in your life right now going with these changes that we're talking about? And again, some of you are really trying to be more within your body and understanding more of your body and being present. And some of you are really expressive. And for both people, so if you're in the type who's really trying to be more grounded in your body, or if you're the person who's finally like expressing themselves, a sacred space. Oh, I don't show you the duality card. There we go. Yeah. And then sacred space. So the sacred space, that's what a lot of you need. So for those of you who are in the pain, who are being grounded, you need that sacred space to heal. You need that sacred space to really be within yourself, to really tap into yourself, to really be like, hey body, what do you need? Hey knee, you're hurting, what do you need? Hey hand, you're cramping, what do you need? Hey heart, I feel you, what do you need? You need those sacred spaces. You need that time of solitude. You need that time of solidarity, especially during a full moon, because it is such a powerful, chaotic, and intense time that you do want that kind of space of comfort and serenity and peace, so you can release, so you can journal, so you can cry, so you can stretch, so you can do yoga, so you could do all of these things. And you know, sacred spaces are something that are again, it's a sacred space, and you could really make any space a sacred space. You know, I'm in a sacred space right now. This isn't my space, you know, this isn't my space where I do sacred work in, but before beginning this, I set my intention, did my prayers, did everything I needed to do to create the sacred space so I could best be of service and a channel for you guys today. And this is something I do on the regular just because I actually don't have a physical sacred space of my own. So my sacred space is within. And for those of you who don't know, your sacred space is actually always within your heart space, your heart center, if you really just tap into your meditation. If you don't know how to do that, I could definitely guide you into that. And your sacred space, it's sacred. That's for you. Your sacred space from within is your space. No one should ever be in that space unless you invite them in. And you really shouldn't invite anyone into your space, honestly, because they can do a lot of damage in there if they don't have pure intention. I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to say too much. But sacred space, really creating the sacred space right now. And again, for those of you who are expressive, it's finding those spaces that you can be expressive in, where you're generally received and well accepted. So for those of you who are just like, I'm shining, I'm bright, I'm speaking my truth, and I'm being so beautiful, wonderful, and vibrant, finding those communities, finding those spaces, finding those places where you could share all that. People are like, hell yeah, you go girl, you go boy, you do this, you do that, I'm proud of you, like hype it up, like let's go. That's what I'm feeling from this, because again, with this card, there's a lot of yellow energy around the sacred space, and that's just all power. It's all will, it's vitality. And again, yellow, solar. Hey, Aries, full moon. We're in this season right now, so we're feeling this chaos, we're feeling this fire, we're feeling this heat. There is also a flame on this. It's using that fiery energy to really go out and find your sacred space. And if you can't find it, create it within you, create it within your heart. Go within your heart and see what that sacred space feels like, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, what it does, all these things. Again, if you don't know how, hit me up. We could have a session. I could send you into a regression, and we're gonna find your sacred space amongst other things in that sacred space, and we could just do some great healing with that. But really take that action to ground. Make sure you are grounded, and that's what I'm feeling for this type of energy right here, is staying grounded, because we are, again, the full moon, the energy's high, the vibration's high, everything's high. We're all like, woo, 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 woo. We gotta make sure that we're grounded, our feet are planted, and we're like, okay, as above and so below. So if we're connected, we gotta stay grounded so we could be in alignment, we could be in unity, and allow that sacred space to start channeling and funneling through. And again, the best way to really find a sacred space in the physical world and the outside world is to find it within yourself. Because if you have it within yourself, you're always gonna be in a sacred space. No matter where you're at, who you're with, what you're doing, you're always gonna have that sacred space. So those are just my recommendations for that. And then going to the forgiveness card with the moon. I don't know if I showed you guys this one. So let's just show you again. What is stopping you from really forgiving? And then we got the feminine energy card, which I love. Also, by the way, the sacred space card was a 3 energy, communication. Communication is a big part of that, and creativity. Don't be scared to allow that creative flow to do it. Feminine energy, it's an 8 energy. 17, 7 plus 1 is 8. Again, balance and abundance. And what's really stopping right now is this feminine energy, because again, we're forgiving the feminine wounds right now. But everyone has masculine and feminine energy within them. So that feminine wound is created because the feminine within you is so hurt. Because the feminine within you, the sacred feminine within you, the divine feminine within you is just like, no, that's not how you nurture. That's not how you care for. That's not how you mother. That's not how you parent. That's not how you do XYZ. That's why I'm so frustrated. Because that frustration comes at a subconscious level, at a hidden level, at a shadow level. And again, look at the card. That's all shadow right there. That's all shadow. That's all shadow. The feminine shadow. And some of you too, from what I'm feeling now, is it may not even be a physical person that you're forgetting. You know, not your mom, not your grandma, not your aunt, not whoever, whatever feminine figures. It could even be a sister. But it's forgiving that feminine within you for not knowing better, for not trusting their intuition, for not bringing that care, compassion, and kindness to yourself and to others. So there's a lot of this feminine energy right now that needs to be forgiven, that needs to be relinquished, that needs to be adapted with, because a lot of you are just in that shadow, and a lot of you are really holding on to it. You don't want to let it go. You don't want to let it go. But since you're holding on to it, you're creating all this chaos around you, and you're creating all this chaos around you. It's like you're holding on, again, as I was saying earlier, you're holding on to this energy and you're holding it within you. It's creating that blockage in your auric field. It's creating that blockage in your energetic field, in your etheric field. There is no room for attraction, for abundance, for manifestation, because it's like trying to come in. So instead of it having like a clear funnel of whatever you're trying to manifest, there's all this like fuzziness, you know, and it's like trying to break through and then finally reach it to your heart space or your soul or wherever you're manifesting from. And yeah, but the thing is like outside of that, all of that's there for you. All of the abundance, all of the wealth, all, you know, the house, the car, the plane ticket, everything that you're dreaming of, it's right there outside of that auric field. And as you're trying to call it in and bring it in, it's like just going through molasses. Ooh, like going through molasses or syrup or something just super sticky and stuck, and you're just like, it's just trying to push through, and you can't. And it can't because your aura is not clear. Your aura is chaotic. Your aura is holding on to so much because you're holding on to so much in your body, and it's expanding out. You know, most of what we are as a being is energy. Our aura is all around us and so strong and so bright and so thin. It's important. You have to forgive yourself, forgive those who hurt you, forgive everything and everyone, and genuinely forgive, because when you do, I promise you, that is going to be released. And when's the perfect time to do it? Right now, during this full moon. It is the perfect time. It's the perfect time to release that chaos that's just been hindering you from really creating the life that you want. Let it go. Let it go. Heal the feminine. Take a bath. A spiritual bath for sure. This is so perfect for that. To take a nice little bath, you know. You know, if you have a bathroom where like you actually could see the moon and like draw in the moonlight, and again, if not, just pull down those moonlight codes and those rays and just draw them into the bath. Use some herbs, use some candles, have some tea lights. You know, I was just having this vision. Just like some of you really just need to cleanse that and wash that away and just allow it to be so divine. But feminine care right now, that's what's important. Really nurture yourself, really take care of yourself, and really allow these emotions to be washed away. Allow that forgiveness to open and fill the heart, and watch your aura clear, and then watch everything come to you. It's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. Don't stop pushing. Be ready to receive what's going on in the box. I like that. All right, so with that, we're gonna scurry on into some more in-depth, not for these per se, but we're just gonna use these cards to guide us. But you know, we're gonna get some more divination going. So let's ask the ancestors. So call upon my ancestors, gracias antepasados, te quiero mucho, te quiero tanto. And let's just see what's going on. Give us some more insight. What else can we expect for the collective, what's going on with this consciousness for the collective, you know, what's happening for the collective, I am. Let's do this. All right, so for the changes in duality, so for the people who are gossiping, stop trying to fight those who have hurt you. You're not an attacker, you're a lover. A warrior's greater strength is their compassion. They'll succumb to their gaslighting. I'm here for that one. Going back with this forgiveness of the feminine energy. Stop trying to please everyone. Appease yourself first. And also stop trying to make it seem like you're the victim. Sometimes we're at fault for things. It's best to just let bygones be bygones. Forgive yourself for how you treated your mom. Kind of needed to hear that one. And then for those of you who are going through this transformation with the sacred space, some of you are stopping yourself from creating the sacred space or having the sacred space because you don't feel like you're worthy of a sacred space. You don't feel like you're deserving. You compare yourself to others. You see things too much as a competition that isn't healthy. And there's some feminine energy tended to this. The feminine is always safe within her womb. I like that. And you know, that's not even just for like females or like womb having bodies, you know, males or I'll say penis having bodies. You know, we have a womb too. Everyone has a sacral chakra. The sacral is the womb space, you know. Again, there are womb bearers, womb havers, there are non-womb havers. And if you're able to really, again, the sacral chakra holds all that trauma. So if you're able to create a great connection and a great flow and activation of the sacral energy, of the sacral chakra, you're gonna have a very strong womb space. That is where a lot of the creativity and the joy and the pleasures of life come from. So if you're in that energy constantly, you are gonna have that sacred space because that's where that womb and that creation comes from. Because therefore now you have this creative energy flowing. You could create that sacred space. So again, that energy of the womb is not just for womb havers. It is for everyone because everyone has a sacral chakra. Everyone has a womb space. Some may actually have a womb, but that doesn't mean that you need to have a womb to have a womb energy or womb space or to work with womb energy. So for any fellas that may be watching this, that's what I got to say. Okay, we got a couple more right here. Why don't you see yourself as someone worthy of love or deserving of love? What's the hardest thing to create in your life right now? What's stopping you is that you don't listen. Stop trying to be like everyone else and be yourself. Man, these bees just be coming for everyone's throat, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. But they wanna let's say some more questions. Gracias, Santa Pasos. What's up? We got some more right here for this collective consciousness, this collective reading. Okay, so going more with these gossip cards. Oh, if a bitch need to be cut, she gonna be cut. I came straight from the bean. I don't condone violence. But for some of you who may need to hear that message and you're maybe on a different path of your journey, if a bitch need to be cut, she need to be cut. So, however you want to work that into whoever may be gossiping about you, work with that. Let's go with this forgiveness over here. Stop trying, stop trying, stop trying, and just let it happen. Some of you are just trying too hard. You're just trying way too hard. You need to just let go, let God, allow the flow to go. And again, feminine energy. We need that. Feminine energy is all about flow. Allow that flow to happen, and it'll happen. Don't try so hard to make it happen, just let it happen. And then, so the sacred space. What spaces make you feel safe and what spaces make you feel unsafe? You should really, that's a good journal prompt actually. So if you're a journaler, if you like to write, kind of use that to reflect and write, okay, what spaces make me feel safe? What spaces make me feel unsafe? And reflect on times where you've been in a safe space, where you've been in an unsafe space, and try to see where, just try to make those connections of like, okay, these are spaces where I feel safe. These are spaces I should try to look for or try to be a part of, or spaces I should try to join. These are spaces that I felt completely unsafe in or completely just weirded out by or whatever XYZ was happening. I'm going to avoid those spaces. I'm going to do my best to just make sure that I don't end up in those types of spaces again. Transformation is all about releasing and integrating. It's about releasing what doesn't serve and integrating what is the new information and the new energy coming in. So for those of you, again, there was that kind of flip of the coin with this one, with the people who are becoming more integrated into their body and understanding their body more, and the people who are becoming more integrated with how they express themselves and finally shining out. So it's about releasing just those old and integrating the new with what it is. And that's just really how transformation works. You have to release the old, integrate the new, and now you're, you let go of the bad habits, you integrated the new habits, and now you're over here making $1 million, being a baddie, looking thick, fun, and fine. You already know how it goes, so work with that, be like that. And then they got some more. We're gonna do some more, and then I think we might be wrapping it up, but we'll see what's going on. This is getting, I don't know if that's just a little tight, but like it's kind of giving me like a headache. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, and this is just for anyone who needs to hear it. Let go. No, that's it. Just let go. Can you really be in two places at once? I like that. That's making me think right now. Can you really be in two places at once? I mean, if I'm astral projecting, and I'm astral projecting at the same time, multiple dimensions on different timelines, yes. Technically, I'm in two places at once right now, as we speak, if you go with that theory. But that's for a whole other conversation. Let's not get sidetracked. How can you best create your life without people pleasing? Don't give up on your dreams just because it seems abstract. Listen, your heart is your superpower. Love, Love. Love. I like that one. I think that was it. And let's do a closing card. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, we got Omens 31, which is a 4 energy. The signs are all around you, but the best sign of all is your inner guidance. Your inner guidance. And again, with this whole concept of balancing the fire energy and this duality, it's look within, find that balance within your masculine and feminine energies and integrate that and see how that transforms and transmutes, because that's what's happening. Again, the signs are all around you, but the best signs are within. That's where you really get it from. Again, Omens 3-1, it's a 4 energy. It's all about staying grounded, staying stable, creating that structure. Create structure within yourself, because if you don't have structure within, the structure outside of you is definitely going to reflect that. So I've been witness to that within myself and people that I know. So that's just something to keep in mind. But with that, yes, I appreciate you guys for staying to this. I appreciate you guys for enjoying this. Again, if you feel like you want to make a donation, you can definitely do that here. And yeah, and before we go, I'm just gonna send you guys some Reiki. And I ask that this Reiki energy, setting an intention of prayer to just flow into those who are watching this, to receive the transmission, as that also flows into this reading, to transmute, to uplift, and to purify with nothing but unconditional love, unconditional light, and the essence of God. And if you receive and accept this transmission, may your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, and your aura be cleansed, uplifted, and purified, and may help activate you and releasing, integrating, and activating during this full moon in Aries. Beautiful, wonderful, magical. I love you guys. I thank you guys. Also, before I go, I will be hosting a 3-day virtual Reiki 1 and 2 certification course. It will be held December 12th through 14th. It'll be via Zoom, and I will have the registration link for all that soon out. But until then, follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting about that until I have the registration link out. But yeah, I'm so excited, and it's gonna be my first real kind of like Reiki course that I'm gonna be teaching and showing people, just because I love it and it's beautiful. And if you felt the energy right now, maybe this is a calling for you to learn some Reiki so you can heal yourself, your family, your friends, and the world. And let's just get this magic going. Let's just get this flow going. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling so good. Yes, all the magic, all the wonderful, all the woo 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 woo. But I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Make sure to stay safe. Make sure to cleanse. Make sure to release, and just enjoy this full moon in Aries. You guys are so beautiful. You guys are so magical. You're so wonderful and divine. And if no one's told you today, I love you.